Welcome back. Today we are joined by Michaela, who you might know as the admin behind Louissflorals, which is one of the biggest update accounts on Louis Thomason. So it's really nice to have you here. And also Michaela is fan of, I saw Lando Norris from Formula One, the other 1B boys, Taylor Swift. But today we're mostly going to talk about how you actually run a big account like that and on this new Louis era. So yeah, lovely to have you here.
Thank you for having me. It's actually exciting.
Yeah, and I was wondering, because before we're gonna dive in all the Louis things, like if you're a fan of Formula One and Lando Norris, like he is actually leading the championship right now, right?
Right now there is a sprint race happening, which I'm not watching because I'm here. But yeah, I'm super excited about it. Let's see how it's gonna work out by the end of the season, I guess.
Yeah, because I think there are only a couple races left, right?
Yes, there is 4 races left now.
Okay. I can imagine that it is exciting, but also nerve-wracking times.
Very, because now the gap between Lando and Oscar is only 1 point. So I'm like, please don't make mistakes.
No, but at least like it looks as if McLaren will win this year.
Yeah, is that too? They won the constructor championship now. So now it's just about the drivers championship.
Yeah, excited. I will root for you and Lando.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just thinking about like Louissflorals, and like you said, like you're the admin of that, and I'm just wondering, like, how do you actually run an account like that? Because
you kind of have to be like online a lot, because like so many things is happening, especially right now with the new era, new album coming out and everything. So like you just live online a lot, especially during the eras. So sometimes it feels like you don't really have time for your own life. So for example, now I've been 3 weeks off on a holiday, and I still try to like keep up with everything that's happening, but it was not possible for me. Like it takes so much time from your everyday life to do all those things that when you actually are off from like your casual day, it's so hard to maintain everything.
Yeah, I can totally understand. And also because you are always very fast, and I was like, is it like, do you have a team that you have to kind of shift, or is it mainly you?
Kind of. There's 3 of us, but Emma, who is the actual owner, she is at uni now, so she's busy with studying and all that. She also have a job. B, who is another admin, lives in States.
Oh, so
everything now is mainly happening in Europe, so the time zone difference is insane. And then there's me, who's trying to somehow maintain my adult life and job with the update account.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just have notifications on everything.
Yeah, because I was thinking maybe you're with a much larger team, but there are only like a couple of you guys, and
there's just 3 of us. Yeah,
you guys are really fast. So is it that you're like, how do you get all the information? Are like people also updating you guys, and that you just
that happens often, that we get sent stuff when someone sees something, they just send it to us. I also have like friends who knows me and knows I'm admin. They are like, oh, did you see this already? But yeah, you just basically have a lot of notifications on. Like you have notifications on Instagram for Louis and LTHQ, TikTok, Twitter or X, however you want to call that. It's a lot of that. And sometimes you just sit and scroll like through Twitter, like searching Louis Tomlinson to see if something's happening. And now with the Discord, so you have notifications on Discord as well. So
I can imagine like the last couple of months must have been crazy because
It
there's
was, yeah,
so much happening, like in a good way. But I can imagine with a
yeah.
fan account, you're
After,
like, oh,
yeah, it's insane, especially after like such a long break when there was nothing happening. There were just few like pieces here and there about what he's doing. We just started getting everything all at once.
yeah. But I
And I
also
was
feel like
like,
the rollout is kind of compared maybe to Fate in the Future. It's quite a lot. Like he's on a lot of
it's
radio
much bigger.
shows, a lot of photo shoots. There's like,
Yes, it's much
yeah,
bigger than it was for Fate in the Future. Yeah.
yeah. And when there are concerts, because then you actually know like, oh, the content is coming in. Like, do you
Yes.
guys have shifts then, or is it also mainly the three of you?
So what we do is that we when there are shows, we like usually do like a Excel sheet where is when is the concert, what time is it, and what time zone it is for each of us.
Yeah.
And then we just work around our schedules who can update what show. Especially if one of us is going to a show and cannot update the show, we are trying to cover those as well. Oh, sorry.
That's so cute.
But yeah, it's a lot of talking and trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and also I think when I hear this, I kind of underestimate, I think, how much hours there are actually in it. That sounds like more than a part-time job. It's like it's almost
it's
a full-time
also
thing.
another full-time job for me. Yes, at this
Yeah,
point. Especially with how big of the account got.
yeah. Because I think for most Louis, it's the first place you go to. At least for me, it's like it's often Louissflorals that people.
Well, only like I would say on Instagram and just Louis related, I would say we are probably the biggest one at this moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we just got so much bigger after Fate in the Future or during Fate in the Future era, especially during the tour.
Yeah.
It's just insane now because we have like almost 89,000 people right now, and I just don't understand how that happened. If I'm being honest.
But I think that maybe it's not like it almost sounds as if the account grew like exponentially alongside Louis, because I feel like Fate in the Future, if you compare like the first shows versus the last show, also I feel like the fandom just grew so much. Like so it's kind of cool that you're growing alongside of him. You know?
Yes. It's actually insane, especially like for me, and I think for all of us actually who are on Louissflorals, because we all started with One Direction and then just followed Louis when he went solo. So that's even more insane for us to see how big he's getting, how much recognition he's getting now. And yeah,
I think it's so cool, right? Also with this new era that you just see also, I think, more mainstream media finally giving him some recognition, and that's like, yes.
Yeah, it's so good. It makes me so happy to see. Like, it actually warms my heart because, like, for so long, we as a fans fought for him to be on all of those medias. It's just insane.
Yeah, I had that also with like one of the last shows. I think that was the show was that in Poland, where there was like such a huge crowd? I was like, I just feel like, oh, I'm watching a friend or something. You feel so proud that he's like, he's doing so well.
But yeah, I'm feeling like a proud mom, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, I can also imagine that with Louissflorals, it is also nice that a lot of people are reacting and responding to your content, and that you know where you do it for.
Yes.
And I was wondering, like, what is like the most fun thing for you about, being part of Louissflorals?
I think it's the fact that I can connect people, and I can connect with people. Like, so many times it happens, like, especially during shows, it's like, oh, I'm going to a show alone, can you share that so I can join someone? And it's just so nice to see how people are connecting and everything.
Yeah, so and really like the community.
Actually, and we are all passionate about one thing, and it's just great to see. it feels like a one big family.
Yeah, I can understand, like,
Yeah.
and like providing a community, because I think there are also a lot of solo Louis. You
Yeah.
find like a community also, like in your comment section, like by providing
like,
that.
and it's actually crazy because like you have people who follow you for a long time and comment on almost every single post, and you actually remember those usernames at this point, and you're like, oh, you're here again. It's so nice.
Yeah, I get that. That it's also like a lot of people are supporting, you guys, of course, with the account. And is there also something that you find hard on like running the account?
I think it's try to like keep up with everything. As much as I love doing it, it's not always easy.
No.
Especially with time zones and everything, because sometimes a lot of things happens when you're sleeping and everything. So I think that's probably one of the like the hard parts of it.
So
but it's also so rewarding that you don't think about it that
no,
much.
I understand. It's like a big hobby as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I was also wondering, like, because do you guys with each other have certain guidelines or something? Because I think sometimes when I see like bigger updates accounts, there are also like sometimes content from Louis that is taken without him knowing, you know, when he's just out and about. Or like, do you guys have certain ideas about that? Like, we don't post that, or we do post that?
We do. We are trying to not to post photos that he can clearly not see that they are being taken, or videos like that. So yeah, we are trying to respect his privacy as much as we can as an update account.
Yeah.
So those are like the main for us.
Yeah, and I think maybe that is also maybe one of the reasons that you guys are also a big account. Like, I think a lot of fans also appreciate that you guys try to like decipher, like, okay, but what is appropriate and okay like to share and what not.
Yeah, we are also like, we are here to support his career and his music. We are not here to dig into his life, like, so it's probably one of the reasons why we're not posting about him and Zara as well. Like, okay, we know they are dating. You can think all you want about this relationship. You can like her or not like her. We are somewhere in the middle. We don't post about her. Or when she posts about Louis, we just don't share that because we know some people will not like it. Some people will like it. But it's still his privacy.
I get that. I think it's his privacy, and also maybe some of the subjects like where fans can be so harsh towards each other. Like sometimes I'm like, okay, but we all love the same person, but people can be really harsh towards each other as well. So I think it's kind of also a smart way of organizing it.
Yeah, we are trying to be like the safe space for all of those groups.
Yeah.
No matter if they like to see things about Zara, that there's many updates accounts that post about it.
Yeah.
We are trying to stay neutral in all that. So
yeah, I think that is also again also one of the reasons you guys are like a big fan, that a lot of people probably also appreciate that. And like you just mentioned a bit about your journey with Louis, because was it like clear for you after One Direction split that like Louis was your favorite, or was he already your favorite in One Direction? Or
so I always like when I started listening One Direction, I've been more of a Zayn girly. And then around like I think it was 2013, 2014, it started like splitting for me between Zayn and Louis. So when Zayn left, I was like, I think it's one thing that we don't really talk about is that we Zayn girlies were so mad at him, and it was just so hard to navigate all that I just stuck with Louis.
Yeah.
And when Direction split, I was like, okay, but Louis was the one who took the longest.
Yeah, it took a while before he came back.
I was like, is he going back? Like, is he coming back to us? It's like, I need this man to produce some music.
Yeah, I understand.
So I was listening Zayn the most, but I was waiting for Louis to come back so bad.
Yeah, so you have been a very loyal fan, I think, to both. But like with Louis, you had to be a bit patient, and I think that
especially like when there was the fight between Louis and Zayn back in 2015, I was like, I cannot handle this. Come on, guys.
Yeah, I can imagine that it was a lot. Like first, like if you're a Zayn girl and he left the band, and then they start fighting, and it almost looks as if Zayn was so miserable also about the band, and like and I think also with Louis, like seeing all his personal hardship, like I think that might also be like another reason why people are so, I don't know, so not like that is the reason, but you feel extra supportive or proud of him because you know that it didn't come that easy for him, especially in his solo career.
Yeah.
And is there something about like running a big account that us followers have no idea about it? You're like, oh, I wish people knew this about running an account like this. Or
it's probably how hard of a job it actually is. Because like I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, you just post stuff, you know. But it's not just that. Like you have to like spend time of like not even looking for it. Like sometimes it just pops out. But when there is a lot of things happening, for example, when there was the BBC Live Lounge and people started meeting him after it, it came out of nowhere. So you just have to basically stop your life and do all the updating and try to be as fast as possible because people are depending on you.
Yeah, it does have a component of that people.
So I think that's something that people probably don't realize. But like I mean, if you like doing it, it's not a big deal for you.
No, okay, but I can imagine that it has like, because it has this component of having to put it out fast, that it is kind of a big requirement to be online a lot of the times. And I can imagine also that maybe like you guys also do sometimes the ticket that you also run
the
other
ticket
things.
boxes.
I'm like, oh, all those people are probably like sending you email, not an email, but a DM, and like it's a lot to organize. So I think, and I think from all the Louis that we are very grateful for you guys for doing that.
Yeah, there's a lot of happening behind the scenes of the account. Especially like for example during the break, we still like some of the accounts go on a break as well. You know, like some of the update accounts just don't pause as long as he is not active. But I think for us, we are just trying to stay connected to the people. And like in the end of the day, we are just fans as much as our followers are. So we try to like make like a tempos for Instagram and all that. I try to keep up, not keep up, but like post the words for Louis and stuff. So,
but I think that's a nice way as well, because what you say, like there's also a component of community, and the community is like, it doesn't stop when Louis decides to have a break. And thank God, like for the last period, it seems like he doesn't really needs a lot of breaks because he's like, it's like going on, luckily. But I do think it's nice to have the community, because like I'm also a big Harry fan, and like with Harry, he's on a long break, but also all the update accounts are somehow, they all got banned. I think that happened.
Yeah, I saw that so many update accounts got banned.
Yeah, no, there is. I think there are only a couple left. So I feel like it's not only that he like left, but also the community, like Louissflorals, which was such a large account. Everything is just vanished somehow.
It's such a weird thing. I don't understand how that happened, if I'm being honest. Like we had so many people in our DMs being like, hey, do you know what happened to Louissflorals? And I was like, the only thing I know, they got banned. The account got banned by Instagram. I don't know why. And ever since it happened, I fear waking up every day that it's gonna happen to us as well.
But I think it might have had something to do with, like, I don't know if Harry organized that. I don't think that, but it was not all. I think it was all update accounts on Harry. I think only there were like several that are like they're all.
Like I know, for example, HA Daily is gone from Instagram as well.
Yeah,
so, like I really don't know.
I only know I think her name is Heza's Ghost. I think that's the only one left. I feel like maybe because that name was not like, I don't know. I don't know either, but I don't think that will happen with Louis. I just think like Harry Styles is like, I feel like Harry is also, because it is bigger and it is like it's almost a brand. And I think that with Louis is a bit less. And he just joined TikTok also, so like
Yeah. Yeah.
And if we're gonna talk a bit more about like the new era, first I wanted to ask you, like, when thinking about the last era, like the Fade in the Future period, like what are some of your favorite moments from that era?
I think the whole era.
Yeah.
It's just it just brought me so much into my life. Like I met so many great friends during that era. I got to be part of Louissflorals because of that era. It's just like it like if I'll tell you the summer he was, because when the Fade in the Future came out, I was living in America. So the summer he toured America, I just traveled around for like 4 shows, and I just had the summer of my life. It's
That's
like
so cool.
like I hear All This Time by Louis, it just takes me back to that.
Yeah.
And it just makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Like it warms my heart. It's like it feels like a hug from that era.
Oh, yeah.
And I've really had a hard time to saying bye to Fade in the Future.
I can understand, but that sounds so lovely. So you were like,
Yeah.
also that it like kind of like, how do you say that, synced with the tour, that you were in America and the tour was there at the same time, because like that makes it really nice. Because for example, I'm going to travel to South America and I already booked my tickets, and it is completely overlapping the Europe tour, so I'm gonna miss the whole new tour. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, what do you mean you're gonna be here exactly at the time?
Yeah, I kind of hoped he would like tour Europe in summer and America in autumn. But he decided to do spring in Europe and America in summer. I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing this now.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to go like this, but I'm still happy that the new era is here. And I think with Fade in the Future, I also remember when I was traveling in Thailand, I could also watch the live shows. And then he also did the show in, I think, Mexico, where you could buy a ticket. That was also one of those highlights where I was like, what is happening? So many people are there. It's just,
it was so big. Like, I remember watching the stream and I was like, it's packed.
Yeah.
I was like, when did this happen?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I want to gatekeep him so much. But like, I'm so happy he's getting bigger and bigger, because he deserves all of this. Yeah, and he's not our small artist anymore.
No, he definitely isn't. That was also the realization when I saw that crowd. I was like, oh my God, this is next level. And also what I really appreciate is that I feel like Louis is just so, I want to say human, but like with that show, you could also see that he was a bit nervous, etc. And I always feel very, that it is also okay to not always be like at 100%, and that you can just still show up and have a good time. And I feel like that's such an example for at least me in my personal life also, because some artists are like, everything is so perfect, like every step is perfect, like every song. And with Louis, I always feel like, oh, he's just so human. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I feel the same.
And what are some of things in Louis that you're like, yeah, that makes me happy, or that makes me a fan of him? Like,
I just feel like it's how real he is with us fans, and how he treats us, especially when like he meets us outside. I think it's the fact that he decided to go meet us outside after a show instead of letting people buy meet and greet tickets. And in that case, only people who have the money. And let's be real, those tickets are not cheap. Concert tickets in general are not cheap. Like, going to live concerts nowadays is so expensive.
Yeah, it is.
So him keeping the prices as low as possible and not doing those meet and greets, it just makes me feel so seen, I guess. Because like, I mean, I never grew up with a lot of money, and I could like go to a concert after I started making my own money.
Yeah.
So like, all of this, I know it means a lot to like other people, especially the younger ones, that they cannot work and have to, are depending on parents' money.
Yeah.
So I think it's like the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, you feel like he's Yeah, I think authentically, but also like a real human that is still in touch
Yeah.
with just
with the reality and
yeah,
how the things really are outside.
yeah. And I think might also have to do with how he grew up, that it is also
Yeah.
important for him to just indeed, but like I find that also, but also for example, that he comes to all these European countries. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm so glad that he actually goes to all these European countries, that he also went to India. I'm like, yeah, more artists should do it like him. But I completely
Yeah.
understand what you mean.
It was, who was it? I think it was Gracie and Conan as well. They did a European tour, but it was like what, 6 shows in UK and like 4 or 5 all around the Europe. And I'm
Yeah,
like, guys, what happened to the rest? So
yeah,
this is something I love to see, because like there are not a lot of people who will go to Latvia or whatever.
no.
They're
It's
like,
often when it is people say a world tour, it's like the States, Australia, and Western Europe, and they call it a
yeah.
world tour. And
And the
I'm like,
rest of the Europe is like, okay, whatever.
yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I can
definitely very nice to see. Uh, what I think is going to change a little bit is that he will still try to go to as many places as he can, but as bigger as he's gonna get, not all of those cities have as big arenas, venues, or whatever. So that's what I'm scared of.
yeah,
In my country, he is playing the same venue he played last tour.
yeah.
And
Yeah, I understand. Was it easy for you to get tickets for like the new?
it was easy for me, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Somehow, I don't understand.
No, that's also what I heard from a friend. Also, she was like also very like nervous for like the European
Yeah.
shows, but luckily, like the most people did get tickets. But I understand, like when he grows bigger, it's also like okay, but are we still able to get some tickets?
No, yeah, definitely. I was very scared. I saw some of my friends couldn't get tickets at all. I was trying to get tickets for Prague for me and 2 of my friends. And then one of my friend asked me if I can get her tickets for Amsterdam show, because she was working at the time and she couldn't get online. And then I was trying to get tickets for O2 in London, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna celebrate my birthday there. I was like, you know what, we are doing this for me and other 2 people. So I had all those 3 open at once, and in all of them I had only like 80 something people ahead of me, which was great. But most stressful part of it was that my turn on all of them was at the same time.
Oh, so you had to like
I was like, what's happening right now?
yeah.
But yeah, I would say the hardest to get tickets to was for Madison Square Garden.
Oh, you're also going to New York.
Yeah, I was like,
oh my god,
when I
that's
saw
so
it there, I was
cool.
like, when I saw it, I was like, there is no
Yeah.
way I won't be there.
No,
I was like, I'll
I
be backstage for
understand.
the show.
Like, yeah, if you can get all the money together, like I completely understand.
No, yeah.
I also think with O2 in London might also have been harder or not. I think that's also
It was one of the easiest ones for me.
oh, okay.
Like somehow,
Yeah.
but I've been I bought
Yeah,
tickets
pre-sale. Yeah.
so, but I
but
heard
also go to New York. That's like
I
the dream.
was so excited about it.
Yeah.
I was texting my friend and I was like, you know what? I don't even care I have to fly to America, but it's Madison Square. And it's for the first time he is doing Madison Square.
It's so special.
So, I was like, I have to be there, no matter what.
And you got tickets.
I got tickets.
That's such an exciting period.
I remember I got there, and there was like there's a pit, and there was something else for standing, and then there was seats. And I texted my friends. I was like, the pit tickets are like 200. Are we going for it or? And she's like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So I was like, okay, let's go.
Sounds
So
like great friends.
Yeah.
At a moment like I think it's gonna be very special. And also like in general, I think this tour with like the visuals until now, I think it's gonna be so like heartwarming with orange, with yellow. I'm so excited for this new
to be so good.
Yeah. What are your ideas about this new album? Like,
I wish I could tell you. Like, see, this is the thing. People are always asking me, like, when we go live on Louissflorals, they're like, "Oh, what do you think about the new era? What do you think is gonna happen?" I was like, guys, I wish I knew. Like, like, I'm trying to take it all in as it's happening, because sometimes like you don't really have time to process everything what's happening because you update about it, and then like 2 days later you are, he has a new song out, you know. And so like I'm so excited about this era, because like I feel like it's going to be a bit more upbeat and everything, but I'm also a little bit of scared of the alternative sound of the album.
okay.
But not in a bad way.
No, but just curious, like what's
I'm just like,
coming at us?
because Lemonade sounds so different from Fate in the Future.
Yeah, it did. And also like the little snippet we got this week, it really sounds like pop, but also almost as if this otherworldly, as if there are like space lasers or something.
Yeah.
Interlude from Lemonade also.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going to happen at this album?
But I'm really excited because like we are finally going to see Louis in his comfortable sound and what he wants to do and how he feels comfortable, which is so great. But also I know it's gonna be hard for me to like get into the new era fully after Fate in the Future.
Yeah.
Because me personally, I'm more of a like rock / indie girly, which was Fate in the Future.
Oh, that was your jam.
It was my album.
Yeah.
How did I get here? Like, I'm loving Lemonade, don't get me wrong.
No, but I understand that you're like, okay.
But I'm like,
he also described it right as if it might be a bit more poppy and like.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a little bit more upbeat, which is great. Please, like, you know, but yeah, I don't think I have any like expectations. Like, I know it's gonna be much bigger than Fate in the Future. Like, I'm sure of that.
It is already kind of that it is launched on BBC and that he is played on the radio. I'm like, what's happening? Because that was not like so normal, and that he was the face of the cover of how was the magazine called from Rock Rolling Stone is I think. Yeah. Like things like that. I'm like, oh, but this is mainstream media. Like this is not like some indie kind of station or something.
What I kind of hope, and I don't think he's gonna do it, but he might surprise me, is when he sung Lemonade in the BBC Live Lounge, he had trumpets for it, and I loved it, and I really hope he's gonna bring them out for the tour.
Yeah,
he probably won't.
I don't know. He's surprising me so much with this era.
I was like, I kind of hope he will bring more instruments for the tour.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like when he got this haircut, I was like, oh, he looks a bit more tough. And then when the visuals came, I was like, oh, maybe that's the reason, because this is also like a very happy and kind of, I would say, upbeat with the sun and with his hair. I feel like, oh, but that's still Louis. Like as if a bit of the edgy thing that first was the visuals of Fate in the Future is now more in his looks. That he's like, but I'm still bad as well. I'm still a rock star.
He's like, guys, I'm still me. Don't worry.
Yeah, as if he also maybe needed a reminder that no, it's not all gonna be like soft and like happy and sunflowers and all these things that are visually quite different from Fate in the Future. He was like, I'm still a rock star. Like, I'm gonna cut my hair.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah. And were you also kind of when you saw the cover of the Rolling Stone, like for me that was a very visual, like I was like, what is going on with like the blue sweater? He looked so cozy, and
it was like I think him wearing baby blue was the last thing I expected.
Me neither.
And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, what?
And also with like I can't do it because my shirt, but he has like he looks so like a teddy
He
bear.
looks
This is
so funky in that, and
yeah.
all that. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on. No,
Yeah.
but the rest of the photos in it are also super great.
Yeah, but I also feel that I don't know when exactly the realization came, but as if he is really like, oh yeah, but I am actually Louis Tomlinson and I am actually world famous, and not in a cocky way, but he seems so self-confident, like, oh, here am I and I belong here, and it is such a good look on him.
Yeah, I think it happened during Faith in the Future that he like I think it was in All of Those Voices as well.
Yeah.
He was like, I do feel like I deserve this. And I was like, hell yeah, you do. And it's so good to see.
Yeah. And I feel like it's now even broader, because with Fate in the Future, I felt like, oh, he really felt like, oh, the fans, you know, like, oh, I deserve to be here. But now he also seems to have that attitude outside of his comfortable fandom, because he's also going to do the Jingle Ball. I'm like, oh, he's like being confident there as well. It's so cool to see.
Yeah, it's so great to see him being this confident in his music, in his career.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, it is. Oh, and it is so cool that you're actually going to see him like on the European leg, but also on the American leg.
Yeah, the Madison Square Garden is the only show I'll be doing in America, but it's the Madison
Square. Like, even if that was the only show you could go to, that's like, yeah. And the previous guest, actually, like I will ask you at the end also, but I asked the previous guest to make a question that I could ask you, and it was Heather, and she asked the question, out of all the 1D member albums, which is your favorite and why?
From all the are we including One Direction albums as well, or just the solos album?
I think she meant the solo albums.
Okay, so from the solos, it's really hard. No, well, the obvious question would be Faith in the Future, obviously, because it matches most, like, is the album that matches my music taste the most. But I would say Faith in the Future is on the first step with Flicker by Niall.
Oh.
Yeah, I think those two. They are very different, but like Flicker is like, sometimes I'll just listen to Flicker on repeat when like there's like a rainy day and you just want to have a slow day.
Yeah.
Like Flicker feels like, I also listen to it when I like don't have a great day, and it just feels like a hug.
Yeah. Like a warm hug. Like,
yeah. So I would say Flicker and Faith in the Future.
Yeah. I think those are beautiful picks.
Yeah.
And like, if I could ask you to come up with a question that I can ask the next guest, like, what is a question?
Oh my God. I don't know. Any question?
Yeah.
But
a bit fan related, I would say.
Yeah, I would say, what is their biggest achievement as a fan?
Oh, that's
like, what is the thing that probably people would be like, oh, that's a life goal? Like, what they think is their biggest achievement? Yeah. Because like for me, it's like being part of the update account. Like, it's probably the biggest one. Well, actually, no, it's not. The biggest one is when LTHQ reached to us. But it's related to the fan account. I wouldn't be there without the Louissflorals. So
it's a great question. And can I ask, if now you mentioned it, because they actually reached out as well. They actually should fund you guys to come to MD. Like,
I was like,
should be the honor guest. Like,
I was like, come on, guys, let me get on your socials.
Yeah.
No, they did reach to us when the live album was coming out. They reached to us to like offering us send a free copy of the vinyl and the CD, which was very nice.
It is. I
I
also
have
think
the
like
lines behind me somewhere.
yeah, but they also have, like, um, I I'm quite sure that Louis knows that you guys exist. Like, I
See,
don't know if he is someone who is gonna scroll that. I don't know. Like, he also acts
like
always as if he's
I
like
was
not
like,
that person. But I do think
yeah,
like he must know the biggest account, right? That at
like
least.
when I saw we got message from LTHQ, I was at work and I freaked out.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean LTHQ know we
Yeah.
exist?
Yeah.
Like, that's not, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. It still
No,
feels
I
insane to
understand.
me.
Because it
Like,
might feel as if it is kind of a separate thing, but on the other hand, it would kind of
yeah,
make sense if he does
yeah.
know that. Yeah,
I was like, what is happening?
yeah,
It's insane.
yeah. But you guys deserve it. So maybe they should
Thank you.
give you some free tickets or something. Um,
My friend, who I met thanks to Louissflorals, because she was one of the she's still one of the followers, but she was messaging us, and it happens a lot of time that like people just message us, we message, then we like exchange few messages, we start talking more often, and then usually who is talking to them usually goes like, it get lost in the DMs on Louissflorals. So sometimes I'm like, oh, if you want to keep talking, we can just do it over on my personal Instagram because it's getting lost here.
yeah,
And that's how I met a lot of my friends.
yeah,
But she was like, I was telling her about the live vinyl and CD because I was about to freak out, but like I couldn't freak out on Louissflorals because we couldn't post about it until the vinyl was delivered. So I was texting my friend. I was like, what do you mean LTHQ is sending me live vinyl? And she goes, you're gonna meet Louis one day because of Louissflorals.
yeah.
And I was like, if that's gonna happen, I'm gonna print this message on a t-shirt.
Yeah,
For
no, but
the
it
meeting.
would actually, it could be because I know you're also a fan of Taylor Swift, right? Like you have chats and reacts, that they're also a big account, and they actually got letters and met their father, and like I don't know, I don't think they met like Taylor Swift yet, but like I was like,
No, yeah, just the fact that like someone who's not related but like works for Louis noticed you like that is insane.
Yeah, but it's also in the one hand, I'm like, yeah, but he has someone who is like a paid employee who is running socials. Like they should have like an idea of the fan base, right? Like to also know what the fans will like and don't like. And yeah, it would be so cool and so deserved because just what you guys mentioned, like it is a lot, to update an account. And I remember seeing a TikTok of your personal account, and it was something about Louissflorals. I was like, oh, but is this the person? Is it?
Oh yeah, it was
so funny as well that you almost feel like, oh, this is royalty. This is like real Louissflorals.
Oh my god, yeah, it's funny because a lot of people react like that in a real life as well.
Yeah, I can understand.
So like before I started putting my face on Louissflorals, you are like going places and you are like, oh, no one knows about this. It's so cool. Yeah. But then like you start putting your face and your name, like, and the people get to know who is behind. And then because I'm from Czech Republic and Czech Republic is quite small.
Yeah.
And a lot of the Louis fans are also Only the Poets fans, and so you go to Only the Poets concert, or it happened last year, I'm pretty sure. I went to the Academics concert in Prague, and I was standing in line in the queue waiting to get inside, and the girl next to me goes, oh, can I ask you something? And I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And she goes, are you Louissflorals? And I was like, what the hell? And yeah, and then I was at the Only the Poets concert this year in Brno in Czech, and I was there with a friend of mine, and her friend joined, and then me and my friend, we were just talking something, and I dropped something about Louissflorals, and she goes, you're Louissflorals? And she just stopped in everything. She's like, what the hell? Yeah. And people just react like that. And like,
Yeah, but because they're probably every day on your account. That was the same when I saw your, because like I watch like Louissflorals is one of the things that I almost watch like when you have a break of work and then in the evening again. And I often send it to like my fan friend as well. And then you're like, oh, but this is actually the person behind it. That's so cool.
Yeah, I think because like it's such a normal thing for me. It's not in a bad way, but it's so funny to see the people react like that, because I don't feel any different. I'm just fan as any one of you is.
Yeah, but I can imagine that for people it's kind of a surprise or cool.
But it's so sweet. The people are always so sweet about it.
Yeah,
it's so nice.
I think that most people are really grateful that you guys do that, because otherwise it's not that easy, like with studying and having a job and like to kind of especially now there's so much going on, and then it's
it's not as easy to navigate with everything. So like it's definitely nice to have that one place where you can go and find all the important information.
And if you're okay to go to a bit of the last section, that is more of a fun section where we can do some things. And I was thinking about ranking some Louis songs of Walls and Fate in the Future.
Okay.
And maybe we can start with Walls. I have 5 songs, and I'm gonna just name them in order, and you have to blindly rank them. If that's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see how I'm gonna do about this.
Yes. So the first one is "Don't Let It Break Your Heart." Where would you put that?
I'll say 3.
Okay. And then we have Walls, like the track.
Ooh, that's hard. 2nd. I'm scared.
Yeah. This is always the hard part, like when you have the last spot and the first spot. Then we have 2 of us.
4th.
Kill My Mind.
Oh my god. I hate to do it, but 5th.
And last is Only the Brave.
So it's my number 1. Oh my god, I hope there is going to be Only the Brave. It's literally my top.
Okay.
Then I was like,
then it's okay. I was like, when you were like with Kill My Mind, I was like, oh, if she's gonna put it at 1 and she loves Only the Brave, it's gonna be hurtful.
It's hard because like when Walls first came out, Kill My Mind was my favorite song. But the longer I listened to it, Only the Brave and Perfect Now got my first number 1 songs. So yeah, I'm happy with my rating.
Yeah, it's a great ranking. I think my ranking would look a bit the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I would Kill My Mind a bit, but they are also good. I also sometimes think that when you actually have the tour, that also kind of sometimes changes how you feel to certain songs. Because with Kill My Mind, when they put the lights on, and like also with Only the Brave, with all the pride flags, it's also get like another meaning.
Yeah, which like I've been fortunate enough to go on a Walls tour, and like all of those songs I heard live, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just something else. Like each of the song has a different meaning for me.
Yeah.
And like I associate a different time of my life with those songs.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to say.
It is. And sometimes I also forget that there are songs like Walls and Kill My Mind, because if I think about Walls, I find it such a sad album in a way. Like I don't listen to it that often because I just get emotional. If people talk about a sad album, they come with folklore or like something, and I'm like, no, you have to listen to Walls and Luke Thomason and I will kill you. So sometimes I forget that there are also bangers. I have to like, should we do the one for Fate in the Future as well?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, the first one is Lucky Again.
Ooh. See, that's one of the songs that like I started laugh because of the tour. It sounds so good live.
Yeah.
I'll put it 2nd.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be hard. Like Fate in the Future ranking is almost impossible. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second one is Face the Music.
Third.
Then we have Saturdays.
Fifth.
Silver Tongues.
Fourth.
And the last one, and then it will be the first one, Chicago.
Chicago. Okay, I can take that. I would definitely not put Chicago as my first if I knew
What?
that.
Which one would be your first?
Probably Face the Music.
Yeah.
From
That's
the one
song.
you said, yeah.
Yeah. It's hard, but you've
It
done
is.
wonderful.
It is hard. Like I love Chicago, but I think I just listened to it so many times that I'm like a little bit of tired of it.
Yeah.
Especially because everyone loves Chicago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, there are so many other songs.
But I felt like when I was like going through the album to kind of select the 5, I was like, oh, this is actually horrible if you have to rank this album, because it's
Yeah.
like, it's also good.
Yeah. And like I love Face the Music, but I love the acoustic demo so much.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
or like I love That's the Way Love Goes.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful song, and I don't feel like people talk about it enough.
No. No, and also,
Because
but also with, for
in a
example,
way.
Common People is also a song that doesn't get a lot of love. And I'm like, it's
So
such a
yes,
beautiful song.
it's though there's so many songs and
Yeah.
people are stuck on Chicago.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, but like
No, but that's always. I feel like Lucky Again is also a bit underrated.
definitely. And I'm actually so sad he took it off the set list
Yeah.
for like after America.
Yeah.
Such a good song
I have
live.
seen it live, but like it was more of like, is he gonna do it? Like, this is one of my favorite songs. Like, don't stop
It sounds so good live. It's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. Yeah. So we are coming to the end of our lovely conversation, and I'm so happy to have you on here. But where can people find you? Like, what are your socials, or only if you want to put them out here?
Well, they can obviously find me on Louissflorals if they want, but I am BennisXM on Instagram, TikTok, basically all my social media.
Yeah, I will put it in here so they can.
Not Twitter though, guys. I'm not giving you my
No,
Twitter.
no. You should also have your own private account. So yeah, I'm just gonna thank you for coming on and just
Thank
giving
you
us an insight.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, I really loved talking to you. And for the people that are watching, so make sure to follow and to give Louissflorals support, to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on later here.
Bye.